It was unfortunately a tragic happening on Saturday, not at Saratoga, but the Whitney Day. It's just has not been a good day the last couple of years. Ova Charged, who's was one of the really, really admirable, fun horses in the racing business. Awesome turf sprinter and dirt sprinter. She was 15 for 18. She unfortunately broke down at about the 8th pole of the Ellis Park. They had the Kentucky Downs preview day on Saturday, and that was horrible. It's horrible when any horse breaks down, but obviously a horse that's that accomplished is really, really difficult to deal with. And I feel terrible for the connections. I mean, the only thing I'll say is this was another horse that did not really have a robust workout pattern, had actually not had a published work since February 7th. And she had run a bunch of races in the meantime since then. And it's just, I worry about horses like that. And I'm not saying that the trainer and the people around the horse weren't doing right by her. I'm sure that they were giving her great care. I just I think a lot of times those are the kind of horses that need a little bit more scrutiny from the vets, that haven't had that work for so long, even if they've been racing for, all that time. But either way, no matter what the cause was, I feel terrible for the connections and for the filly, because she's such a nice horse and obviously showed up every single time. So rest in peace to Overcharged. Looking forward to this coming weekend. We've got the Arlington Million card on Saturday at Colonial Downs. West Point will have an interest in that with Integration. He's due, man. He's due for that grade 1 win. I'm looking forward to it. I think he's kind of coming into the race in the right way. It's a good field, but not a monster field. You got a nice horse from Charlie Hills in there. Nation's Pride is obviously pretty good, but it's only 6 horses for $1 million. Anytime you can get a 6-horse field for $1 million, you'll take your chances. And then we're going to take our shot with Integration with Kendrick Carmouche back up aboard on Saturday. So looking forward to that. We've also got the Secretariat and the Bev D and the rescheduled card from last Saturday, or at least some of the races, with the Saratoga Derby that we have Carson's run in, and the Troy Stakes. Cogburn, finally get to see him. I shouldn't say finally, but a week delayed, we get to see him. So we're really looking forward to that. And yeah, John, it's 4-star Dave too. Great weekend of races coming up.
It's a great weekend of racing. If you can't get excited about this weekend, then you're not into racing. A little bummer that 2 of the big races at Colonial only have 6 horses in them, with the Beverly D and the Arlington Million, respectively. But good, solid races. It's the right race for you guys to take a shot to get $1 million. Not that Integration isn't worthy of it, because he's running the Maker's Mark, he's running in the Pacific, he's running other grade 1s. But I think this is a really interesting race for him to try to get. And he's undefeated at Colonial Downs, Joe. He's 2 for 2 there, including the Virginia Derby. So we know he likes that turf course. So best of luck to you guys in that race. And you've also had a couple. What was it? The Saratoga Derby that's getting rewritten and reposted for this weekend also, where you're going to have both horses running in that, the Cugino and Carson's run?
Cugino had to spike the little temp, so we're going to give him a couple of weeks off. But no, yeah, so Carson's run is going to carry the flag for the black and gold.
Got it. Okay, but chock full of some great entries and some great racing this weekend. We were going to fly to Colonial because we're actually running Hades in one of the undercard races, and just decided at the last minute not to do it. Instead, we're going to go to Canada the following weekend on the 17th, Joe, for the King's Plate. We're not running King's Plate. We're running Dream On and Bullet. In a couple of stake races. A couple of the babies are going to be running. But you left out the most important entry of the weekend, my friend. Most important entry. And that is a young, kind of under the radar horse that we all know and love as the Sandman.
Oh, yeah. Sandman makes his second career start on Saturday in the opener at Saratoga. Gets to go 7 furlongs. The vibes have all been good since the debut, before the debut. Ran 5th first time out. Expect a big step forward on Saturday.
Big step forward. And we want everyone to start playing, the theme song when he's getting into the gate.
Hold up your phones.
Exactly. Don't do it when he's in the paddock. Don't do it in the paddock, because he is a high-strung tapper.
When he's on the track, you can give him the theme music.
Exactly. And if he wins, Joe, maybe there's going to be some memorabilia.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. No, you got to wait for him to become a stakes winner at least. Don't put the kibosh on him just yet.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. We'll hold out until they're black tie.
Good.
It's always black tie. All right. But the Sandman, Saturday, you better be there.